He spent his adult life in service in the military, and after retiring, decades of volunteer work with a handful of nonprofits. Yes, talking decades in his retirement. Now at the age of 100, he's not done yet. Kathy Munena with more tonight in Kupuna Life.
Any day is a great day at the world-class Pacific Aviation Museum on Ford Island. But if you go on a Monday at around 10:30, look for this man. Retired Air Force Colonel Ed Jerkins, among the flying machines he came to know well in World War II.
Well, my first missions were right after the beginning of the war, and I was out over the North Atlantic in an old bumbling B-18 looking for German submarines. Dive bomber, I only flew a couple times in the Solomon Islands. Zero over there is what was taxing us when we were trying to bomb them. The B-24 was a six-engine bomber, but that was a lot of work.
Ed says the B-25, like the one behind him, got him through all the missions at Guadalcanal.
And when I enter annual physicals, flight surgeon would say, "Ed, you've been flying B-25s, haven't you?" Because I was deaf. The engines on these are so noisy.
It's stories like these that Ed told a docent on a visit here 12 years ago. That docent asked him to volunteer, and now he gladly shares what he never really talked about before. Why didn't you talk aloud about it?
Well, one thing I wasn't sure people interested in. Also, it's hard to talk about it without using the first-person I, and it sounds so, I don't know, egotistical or something like that. I did this, I did that.
But he says people now ask, and so he answers, and he loves hearing their stories or their relative stories of service, a living treasure in a house of memories.
I mean, this is about passing on legacy. I mean, Ed can share the devastation of war, which he experienced personally, as well as the inspiration of peace that followed, and hopefully share with our young people that there are other ways to solve conflict.
Is this where you sit sometimes?
I usually sit that way.
Ed came to Hawaii in 1942, promised to come back, and he did in '64. Married, raised a family, never left. Last December, his museum family gave him a birthday party when he turned 100. How long do you plan on volunteering here?
Well, I don't know, as long as I can.
For Kupuna Life, Kathy Munena, KHON2 News.